What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo. In the last episode, we picked up some ostriches. I have to just focus on being able to properly pronounce ostrich instead of ostrich. It's fine. But what I want to do today is actually expand the zoo even more. So the main purpose of this is the initial area where people walk into the zoo tends to be a little bit too crowded. So what I want to try to do is move the food stands, the bathrooms. I may keep the bathrooms. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I want to move those out onto the outskirts of the park instead of at the entrance. And also, we now don't have a single animal in these smaller exhibits. So I would like to place multiple of them. And then hopefully we can just buy a whole bunch of the smaller exhibit animals and have those on display for the guests. It is a very good way to make money as well, so I think that should work out just fine. But to start here, we're gonna have to figure out a new area for a food court, because I don't like this whole single path thing in front of the food court. As you can see, the line extends out into the main path, and then people walking by can't really get through all of the time. So first over here, I'm going to create a new path, and it's gonna go right behind the ostrich and the llama exhibit. Now, since I want this as close to the fence as possible, I'm gonna put a single path right in the center here, and then I'm gonna work off of that. That way, it's straight as can be, except for that part. Let's try that again. I may have to turn off angle snap for this to actually work. There we go, good enough. Let's turn angle snap back on, and we will start going the opposite direction over here. Extend this one out so we can at least connect to it. Now, I do think I'm gonna keep expanding the zoo out back this way. However, rather than having sharp turns, what I wanna try to do here is make it a little bit more curved. So I'm gonna place a path. So I'm gonna place a path in the corner, and then if you delete that, it actually makes a curve around the outside. We'll quickly do the same thing over here. There we go. And that way people can, work their way around the zoo rather than going to one side and then having to go all the way back to the entrance to the opposite side. But of course, now that we have a new path that the guests can walk on, what we're gonna need to do is change this barrier from a fence now to the one-way glass. And it is tinted on the wrong side. Let's try to fix that here. And I did increase the height of this fence all the way around, so everything should be, I think I did 8 feet tall, just to be on the safe side. I don't know that ostrich can climb things, but better to be safe than sorry. And look at that. People are already starting to walk around the outside. Exactly what we wanted. Now, I'm going to be making 2 food courts in today's episode. I like this curvature here of this path, so I think later on, maybe if we find another tortoise, I know there's the giant Galapagos tortoise, we could do another tortoise dome on the opposite side over here. So I think I'm going to continue the path over on that side around in a circular shape just to make space for it later on. I don't quite know what I'm gonna do over here yet, so I just went ahead and extended it all the way around. Oh great, more peafowl about to inbreed. Yes, I could stop what I'm doing and go put that specific peafowl on contraceptives, but you know what, at the end of the day, we're basically selling all of the peafowl anyways, except for like the top tier creme de la creme ones. I'm not too worried about that. Also, quick little sidebar here, we have a ton of animals in the habitat trading area. Looks like we still have yet to sell 3 of our peafowls. I listed all of these for, I can't even remember. I think 10 or 15 conservation credits. I'm surprised it doesn't show that anywhere. But we also sold a couple of ostriches as well, because they were a little too cramped, a little too crowded. They had one too many adults in their habitat, so that is now fixed as well. All right, back to it. I'm going to have this be a sort of crossroads here. And this is gonna tee off. I don't know how far I'm gonna need it, so I'm just gonna extend it out a good length. Do the same thing over here. You know what? Thinking about it now, I probably should have just used the grid system. Let me back this up. Here we go, and now we can extend this out, and I know for a fact that it will be lined up properly. Okay, let's deselect the grid, and now we can get this to connect. Right there looks good. Okay, now over here, I'm gonna do another curve, just like that, and we'll do the same thing right over here. I am going to leave this area squared up because I feel like having the buildings up against a square corner like that just makes the most sense. And now is probably a good time to hit pause because we're going to be placing in a couple new buildings, and I don't necessarily want our employees to go to work straight away. So under guest facilities, I'm going to turn blueprints off. Let's grab a chief beef. I'm going to place it down right there.
Tasty.
Next, we're going to do a gulpy soda, the space over, and then a loony balloons just over here. I'm going to leave 4 spaces in between these buildings here, and I'm going to put a bathroom in between where these two line up, and then we're going to put a information center, information booth right here. All right, now this part's going to be a little weird because I have to use the grid for the buildings in order to make a plaza in this area, just a large area for people to be able to move around. I'm going to try my very best to make this work. We'll see how things end up looking. All right, not looking too bad, other than the fact that I can't get it to select this grid. Let's try that again. Actually, you know what? Something like this might even work better anyways. There we go. What if I do that? And now I just have to try to get these 2 sides over here to connect together. Okay, I somehow managed to get everything to connect up. This side is a little wonky. As you can see, it kind of curves inwards a little bit right there. But all in all, I think that's going to be fine. I'll put some shrubbery, some trees and plants in there anyways. And now we have to do the same thing, but over on this side. I won't make you guys suffer through watching this. I'll just go ahead and do it, and we'll catch back up here in a second. Now that we have both plazas basically complete, we're of course going to need somewhere for these employees working in these facilities to be able to take a load off, just relax. I'm going to go into staff facilities, and we are going to grab ourselves a staff room. Ooh, I think a staff room small is probably going to be the best. How big is a large? Very large and in charge. Let's grab a small staff room. Actually, this might even be better if I use the grid. Here we go. Oh yeah, baby. Now we're talking. I can extend that one more. There we go. Now, I need to take a look at the heat map because I don't think... No, that's plenty far away. I could even move it up one. Let's do that so it doesn't look so weird. Delete that staff path. Get back into the group selection and go to facilities. Staff room small. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, check the heat map one mo again. Make sure we're still good. That's perfect, dude. Right on the edge of those 2 facilities right there. Let's go do the same thing over on the other side now. I'll be smart about this one and start by deleting that path section. Staff room small, get it rotated around and placed down right there. All right, so this staff room here, let's do staff resting here will recover energy slightly faster. Let's do a rec room over here. It will do a rec room on the opposite side as well. How many people can this fit? 4? That's perfect. There's only 4 staff members out here anyways. And now being out here in BFE, we don't have any power out here, which is kind of a must if you're trying to power these facilities. So we're gonna have to get 2 transformers. And again, I think I'm probably just going to use the group grid here just to make everything line up the way I need it to. Go into facilities, transformer. I do want to take a look at the heat map though. Okay, so we're just on the edge right there. Let's place it down right here. Just in case we need a water treatment facility out here as well, we can place it down right next to it. Okay, other side, again, same thing. This is, it's very monotonous when you're trying to do the same thing on 2 different sides of the park, but the end result is going to look phenomenal. Okay, those should be in similar locations. Looks good to me. Now we just have to run a staff path and connect the 2. I may also need to hire probably 2 more mechanics. Wouldn't be a bad idea. We do have a ton of money, so I mean, we can pay them whatever. So let's get a mechanic and we'll just place him down over here. We'll get another mechanic and place him down just over here. Back into staff paths. Let's get this run just over here. I don't know why it's not connecting. Please work, please work, please work. There we go. We're gonna have to angle it slightly, I guess. I'm not sure why. And we'll do the same thing over on the opposite side. Again, it's not connecting up. I'm using the exact same grid that I used initially, so I don't know why that would be any different, but there you go. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to do before I go ahead and click play. I suppose, probably not a bad idea. Let's just get rid of these facilities over here. Delete that one. Bathrooms, I think, are gonna stay, but I may place, I'll just place new ones down in a better location. And last facility here, as well as the bathroom. All right, dude, we're looking good. We're looking really good here. Oh no, I might have ruined things here. I'm not sure how to get rid of, oh Christ. At this point, I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to get rid of this right there. It may just look a little ugly for a little while. There we go. They're at least all deleted around the outside. God, I hope I don't have to replace down this entire path section. That would suck. Also, since these exhibits here are empty, I think we should probably just get rid of them also. And with that done, I'm gonna go ahead and click play. Hopefully all the people that were visiting the concession stands and things will start to disperse. Thinking that'll make it a little bit easier for me to finish things off here. Okay, after like 30 minutes now, I thought I ruined everything. I tried to get rid of those weird little corner bits that were super ugly, you know, and I did so rather successfully, I would say. However, I had to remove the entire barrier around our flamingos here over to this side. And now I don't really know if I can move it back, but I'm definitely gonna try. I don't see this ending well. Nope. It's going poorly. Kind of knew that was gonna happen. So I think we're gonna have to leave that out there and rebuild the entire barrier. That's not good. That's really not good. We are now offline. Nothing we do at this point can actually be saved. All right, well, I'm already in here, and I could not connect to franchise server. Please check your internet connection. Oh my God. We came to the lake for power and internet. Now you're telling me that we don't have internet? Dude, what an absolute disaster. All right, I'm gonna exit to main menu. Failed to save. Okay, we're good. We're good. For whatever reason, it's not saving. I'm gonna resume for now. Hopefully we're okay. God, what an absolute banger of an episode today, guys. Fantastic. You gotta love it. Hey, these things do happen though. You can't get too down in the dumps when things don't go your way. Life ain't fair. Now, if it doesn't let me place this one-way glass, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, thank God. It is facing the wrong way. There we go. Okay, that barrier is good. Let's move over to this side over here. Glass, right to left. Perfect. Okay, we are back in business, baby. We're good, right? No, we still need a gate. Fantastic. Okay, let's get a gate up in here. Realign our door. Dude, I think we did it. I think we're back in business. Please tell me we're okay. All right, I have to hit play again. Make sure that the quote-unquote escaped animals aren't actually escaped. All right, y'all are good. You're good. Hopefully it registers that they're still in captivity. Oh, hang on. I just figured it out. If we go to the habitat gate right here, under animals, species in habitat. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. Hang on a sec. Oh no, and it totally ruined the work zone. Here, if I edit this barrier, I think the game is thinking that the flamingos should still be in this area here. So if I just delete all of that, that's one barrier gone. Now we can hit play. Okay, still says that all the animals have escaped. All right, let's go to staff, work zones. We had the flamingo work zone right here. There we go. Add that to it. Did that fix it? Is it fixed now? Oh, I think it's good. Yes. Okay, we're back to normal. Bump up their food grade really quick. I think we're good. I think we're good. These poor suckers don't really know where to go. We'll have to go through all of our vendors too and make sure we don't keep a lot of them around. So the next thing that I'm going to do over here is I'm going to grab a toilet block or a bathroom block. We're going to do one right here, exit that building group, and we're going to place another one right over here. Okay, why is the path not connecting? Terrain modification failed. What is happening? Everything is just rumbling to bits right in front of my eyes. Why isn't it working? Okay, you know what? Fine. One bathroom it is. That's all they're getting, I guess. I have no idea why it's not working. This is a very frustrating episode in general. Okay, I've decided to change my mind about doing these smaller animal exhibits around the perimeter here of this main path because I can't get anything to connect on this side of the path. It would look really stupid if I had a bunch of stuff over here and literally nothing over here. So I'll go through, fill it with some plants later. It'll look great. Now back to business here. We have a lot of staff members, vendors specifically, that aren't working. They're just wandering around. So I have to figure out who's wandering and who's not, and them gone, basically. Well, let's see. There's an easier way to do this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas over there, and we have 4 over here. So we should only have a total of 8 vendors. New work zone getting put in place right now. We have the left vendors, and then we will also have the right vendors. Now back to staff. I did fire a good handful of them. Looks like we got rid of 4 of them, but it's okay. I'm gonna put these employees that only have 2 stars, soon to be 2 stars, on the right hand side. There we go. Now all 4 of them should know where their zone is. Now everyone else, I guess the other 4, they're gonna be, of course, on the left side. Okay, we should be ready to rock here. It looks like most of these are gonna be closed for a minute. I think the good majority of our vendors are commuting out to the area now. But people are starting to walk around with some balloons, which is good to see. We should probably adjust the loony balloons prices as well. Everything that was $9 is now going to be $10. Oh, they also sell adoption packs. I don't know what that's all about, but that's kind of cool. Synchronized cost to all shops. There we go. All right, interesting. So what does the information booth sell then? Audio guide, adoption, blue umbrella, green umbrella. Oh, okay. So that's where the guests get the umbrellas. In that case, $5 umbrellas, now gonna be $6. Okay, we're looking good. So far, so good anyways. Now, of course, you guys are probably wondering, are you gonna make them look good? Are you gonna make them look pretty? I am. However, I don't actually know if I can do that yet. But also, I do want to set up a new work zone for our mechanics over here, so they're not wandering anymore. So essentially what I did here is I selected all of the power generating facilities, all the water treatment facilities, every staff room that we have, and each habitat around the zoo, because what I want to do is make this a janitor / mechanic zone, if that makes any sense. So I should probably also select the mechanic research outposts, workshop 1 and workshop 2. Okay, those should be our only workshops, if I remember correctly. Now we have the caretaker and mechanic work zone. Let's make sure our 3 caretakers? We only have 3 caretakers. All right, we got to add another one then. There we go. We'll make it 4. And now we're going to get all of our caretakers and all of our mechanics to be... Oh, I guess caretaker's one word, isn't it? Awkward. It doesn't matter. I don't care enough to change it. Are we finally done with all the nitty-gritty stuff? Can I please just try to make this area look beautiful, for the love of God? Joanne, oh, that's right, that caretaker still doesn't have a work zone. Well, lady, I hate to break it to you. I know you're pretty skilled, but I think we're gonna have to let you go. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Joanne, what a lady. Ooh, and we have 2 people at the zoo right now, Snicken and Toogii Vang. Lovely name. Thanks for stopping by the zoo. Appreciate you being here. All right, lads and ladettes, are you ready for a super dope time lapse? Let's get it. All right, welcome back, gamers. After I I think 3.5 hours. We're finally done. Everything looks pretty good. I'm gonna skip time forward just a little bit here. It looks like it's raining, which is not the best, especially now that I'm in like thumbnail territory. Kinda sucks, but high amounts of litter. Dude, what are you doing? There are trash cans literally everywhere except for there. So we're gonna go ahead and add some of those in. I do find it really weird that the benches and everything are under facilities. Why? I have no idea. So I'm gonna do groups of 2 and just sort of randomly place them around. Okay, now that the benches are done, we're gonna go through and do recycling bins on one side, trash cans on the other. Cool. Let's play this out. I think I'm gonna fast forward until the rain stops, just so you guys can actually, get a feel for the new buildings. So I'll see you guys here in just a moment. Oh, hang on. I gotta take this moment just to appreciate the lights, dude. Those look so good. God dang, it is still raining. Man, I'm just so pumped on how those turned out. There was a venue that Oxana and I visited that had these lights. It was like an old barn. It had these lights from each rafter, like sort of crossing over in a crisscross pattern. That's kind of where I got the idea for this from. I didn't think it was gonna look this good at nighttime, though. I'm super happy with that. All right, back to fast forwarding. All right, I think we're ready. We do have an injured animal. Looks like I missed the notification. Let me see if it's up here somewhere. Fighting due to overcrowding, algebra, giant tortoise. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pause things here. It looks like maybe we have a couple more adults. Yes, we do. She is going to get released to the wild. Go, couple of conservation credits. Xena, she is also going to get released to the wild. Mumina, she is also going to get released. Zalika, she's gone. Adahola? I don't know how to pronounce half of these names. We're only going to be keeping the initial tortoises we had, which would be Femi and Yazid. I'm assuming Yazid is still here somewhere. Uh-oh. Did dude get too old? I don't see him in here anymore. Back to the building, you guys. Did you like that time lapse? If you did, let me know by leaving a comment. Really appreciate when you guys leave comments. This one was really difficult. I didn't foresee how difficult it was going to be to actually flip the initial building. So I built on, I guess, left side of the park, technically, or zoo, I'm sorry. I built on the left side over here, and then I tried to basically rotate and move everything over to here, but I didn't build it in a way so that it would be mirrorable. Like you can't just flip it and it wouldn't be the same. I had to do a little bit of finagling and kind of moving stuff around. Honestly, I think it would have been easier just to rebuild the same thing I built on the opposite side over here, but I finally got it figured out, got it to work. So of course over here we have our chief beef, we got our gulpy soda, we got our loony balloons, we have the information booth, bathroom block, and then the staff room, which a couple of staff members... Dude, this is probably the coolest thing about Planet Zoo. The staff buildings and a couple of the guest facilities as well. The inside is fully open. There's actually an interior to the buildings, and I think that is just the coolest thing. We didn't see that in Planet Coaster, so they've definitely upped the ante here by adding in that. But a lot of the other buildings around here, too, have interiors. If we go over here to, like, the mechanic workshop, that has a nice interior. We got a drill press over here. Even like the keeper huts, they have all their food laid out. We got bananas, watermelon. We don't have any hippos, and we definitely don't have any monkeys. So I guess that's just the way it is. But you gotta love it. Like here, this is the vet research area. The only one that doesn't have an interior, to my knowledge, is the quarantine and the trading center right here. Those two are just black as can be on the inside. And it's raining again. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. We're gonna fast forward some more. Okay, now it's just cloudy. Hopefully the rain holds out for a little bit so I can kind of show you guys the rest of this. So in each area, I tried to add as much landscaping as I possibly could. This is when I really need Diddy here to help me along. He is a landscaper by trade, which I am definitely not. A lot of my landscapes are just very repetitive. I kind of just use the same stuff over and over and over again, but all in all, I don't think it turned out too terrible. I did use quite a bit of bamboo, some palms, a Japanese maple back in here. But the part that I like the most about this, and I sort of messed around with this for quite a while, but I wanted to make an awning above the shops and facilities, because I know there's in-game awnings that you can add as well, but they don't really do it for me. They look a little cheesy, a little tacky. I wanted something really modern, but also sort of classic, I guess. I don't even know if that makes sense. So I went with a lattice here. I rotated it horizontally and then just kind of copied and pasted all along the edge of this. And I did that for all 3 sets of the buildings, and that really allowed me a good pedestal to put the anchor for these strung lights up right here. So I'm really liking the way that looks. I wanted to incorporate more benches in the center over here, but for whatever reason, on the right side of the park over here, I could only place benches on this side. So I'm not sure if that's just a bug, or maybe I had the planter too close to the path curb. I really have no idea. But I think this is arguably one of my better buildings that I've built, not only in Planet Zoo, but in Planet Coaster as well. I think the architectural items that you get in Planet Zoo are a little bit better. They look quite a bit more modern, and this is the main thing, this edge along the roof. You can actually add that. When we would build stuff in Planet Coaster, you couldn't actually add any sort of roof trimming, I guess you could call it. Another thing I just noticed too is on this building, this tile right here actually has to get flipped around. So let's rotate that. There we go. And then we're gonna have to rotate all of these. Amazing. There we go. That looks better. I wanted a nice alternating pattern up on the roof so it wouldn't look too repetitive. And I did that for all of the buildings other than this one. You can't really do it, I don't think, because no matter what, one of them or 2 of them are gonna be facing the same direction. And the rain's back. I guess it was just April, literally 2 minutes ago. Now it's August all of a sudden. But I think I'm going to wrap up this episode here. I hate to just hit you guys with a time lapse and then end the episode off, but honestly, I've been recording for a little over 4 hours now. I just don't want it to run much longer. So I'm going to wind things down here. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.